RNG in the group stage, it was a shellacking. The
we
series took an
that.
hour overall. What, shellacking?
No, we don't talk about how much they smashed them before in the group stage. This is a new series, B-Cop.
I know, but I'm just saying, since that point, they haven't dropped a game to anybody who isn't in that top 3, that LGD VG Elephant. Because they did lose to LGD 2-1. Notice how I kind of saved myself on that statement, where I was like, they haven't dropped a game, except to LGD.
When I was dreaming about the series last night,
yes.
I wasn't dreaming, I was just thinking, but I'll pretend it was a dream. I was wondering about how much emphasis they would be putting on 1, Rubik, 2, Mars, 3, Chen, I think is another one that both these teams have really liked to play. And then there was another hero, and I can't remember who it was. But anyway, I think the Rubik and the Chen were the main 2 for me. To
Visage.
see, not Visage.
Wow. I guessed. I'm sorry. Ooh. I like the Bloodseeker. That was something we didn't see in the last series, and I know XSS really likes that hero. I'm trying to think of that 4th hero that you were alluding to.
It was definitely Bloodseeker, sure. Yeah, no, I think it might have been Earth Spirit, actually. That's a good shout.
Okay. Yeah.
But
look at me.
Okay. I think the Rubik and the Chen were the main 2 for me. Oh my god.
Nyx Assassin again!
But you see, this time the Nyx makes more sense because they're playing it against Bloodseeker. And this is the kind of thing that we talked about, that as the patch comes around, like this Bloodseeker is really popular, so all of a sudden people think about what hero might be good against it. And what else is popular at the moment? Lesh. Like, what else is good against Lesh? I think this Nyx goes up in value against certain heroes that are good at the moment, but I think it's a really difficult hero to make work. And if teams find a way of making that Nyx work at the moment, like especially before the grand final of this, what the hell am I watching? Before the grand final of this tournament, then they'll be in for a treat.
Wow.
This Lion. Okay.
Yeah.
There are 2 support heroes in the game that Nyx does not like playing against. Can you guess which 2 they are?
Ancient Apparition.
No.
And Shadow Shaman.
Shadow Shaman is one of them. The other hero is Lion. Why?
Yeah,
Why does he not like playing against them, Beacon?
The Hex.
Why is the Hex so important?
Just gonna guess here. It's stop quizzing me. I'm not the analyst.
Come on,
I just gotta know that their hexes are called Hex.
Why is Hex good against Nyx, though? Why is Hex good against Nyx?
Nope, I'm not being the analyst anymore. Don't put me on the spot like this. This is like when the teacher calls you out when it's like.
Do you know though? I'm just interested. If you don't know, that's fine. You don't have to know. It's not your job.
What? Yeah. Well, is it not my job? Because chat's gonna think it's my job.
It's not your job. So the reason Lion and Shaman are so good against Nyx is because the Hex doesn't proc Spike Carapace. So if you go for the initiation on him, even if he's able to use the Spike Carapace before you stun him up with the Hex,
I knew that.
Then he can't do anything about it.
Yeah. You want to know what this feels like, Mo? This feels like when you get a long division question in math class and you just write the answer and the teacher goes, how did you get there? And you say to your teacher, I just know.
Yeah,
and
but
then
the teacher goes, such a stupid answer.
Yeah, well,
as a maths tutor, B-Cop, I would put you down for that answer. I just did it. Just did it.
No, sometimes that
got
happens.
The answer. I just did it.
You do the answer. You don't show your work, and the teacher's like, "Show your work," and then you're like, "I just got it. Like, come on, I did it in my head. I know in my head."
No, that's
and
not.
The teacher goes, "Why don't you come to the blackboard and write it down in chalk?"
B-Cop.
And
what happens basically is eventually you get to a point in maths that you can't just do it in your head anymore, and then you don't know how to show you're working out because you haven't done it for the rest of your life.
That's not true. I was doing pretty well. Without
just always did it in your head. It's like that scene from Beautiful Minds, where just the numbers just
or
come
even
up.
The Hangover, if you want. Or just the numbers are flying by. At least in that one, you don't end up being schizophrenic.
Interesting to see Sven ignored in the first phase of picks, though. That's cool.
And he gets banned, which is even better.
And the Chen gets banned as well.
Yeah, Chen, I think, is probably the most contested hero in.
Imagine coming into the series and thinking Nyx Lion were going to be in the first phase picks. You'd have got great odds on that.
Plus 20,000.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to parlay the two, so yeah. It'd be,
who was the team that picked Lion Bloodseeker early on in this tournament? Actually, was it RNG?
Could it have been Magma? Maybe
because I remember one team doing it. I can't remember who it was. Just search for Lion, because there'll be nobody else that picked it.
That's true. I could do that instead of looking at each match individually.
My mic is having an absolute nightmare today.
You're still good.
Jesus Christ.
Lion, 1 game, 0% win rate. And it was Elephant who did it with the Bloodseeker and the Ancient Apparition.
Okay. So, because it was FY that played. Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Ooh, I like the Elder Titan.
That's cool. Okay. I don't mind the ET. Have this nice lane secure. So Lion's going to be the 4, which is nice, with the Bloodseeker, ET the 5.
Mm-hmm.
This Nyx does make Bloodseeker's laning much harder, though, because he can't just shove the lane out with blood right over and over again now, because he'll just get Carapaced at level 1. That actually feels quite tough. But then as the game goes on, you're playing Nyx, and it's like, oh, okay.
What did the Nyx end up going in that game? 1-2-2, and then what?
He went 1-2-1 into 1-2-4, then 1-4-4. So he maxed the Impale last, which when I think you play POS 5 is important, because you get so much utility from the Carapace and the Mana Burn. Because the cooldown of the Mana Burn max goes to 4 seconds, and the cooldown of Carapace max goes to 10 seconds. I love Nyx. I've told you this before. I think that hero is really fun. It's just, it feels awful at the moment to play.
You love every hero.
Not every hero.
You can't have a crush on everybody.
I can't. I don't like Elder Titan. I don't like...
What?
That's okay. I don't like it, though. I don't like Lion.
What?
What's your problem?
You don't like bursting heroes down?
No, it's such a dumb meme. That's why Techies is the worst hero in Dota, because you can just 100-0 somebody without even being next to them. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, Lion's not the same.
Ooh.
You have to at least be in range. All right, Jug.
I don't mind this, though.
Magnus. The only time we've seen Jug recently has been with Magnus.
At the same time, the lane is really fine for the Jug. So I'm interested to see, like you say, this Jug's a bit different, but I'm interested to see what they build around the Jug now.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Squinks has been good recently. Yeah. I like it.
Their side lanes look really strong on RNG now as well. I think this Rubik Nyx support duo won't really be able to stop the Bloodseeker and the Clinks from farming. Their lanes aren't amazing, but they should be able to get their farm however they want it. I could see them picking Centaur or something here on EHOME as gap close to get on the Clinks and things. It's not a great laner, but it should be okay.
I just want to see Tidehunter.
Tide's cool, but we don't really see it. I think Night Stalker's still in the pool as well as a big one.
By the way, chat did say it's my job. Just want to throw it out there.
What? Chat said what, sorry?
It's my job.
Oh, it is your job.
And I should have known that one. Ooh.
Awful.
I like Axe. I know it's not this uncommon hero that we never see, but I love watching Axe games.
Yeah,
that's a hero I enjoy watching.
Okay. I enjoy watching it. I don't know how good it is, this game. Where's their damage at the moment? These first 4 heroes from EHOME, I just look at them and I'm like, what? How are they killing anybody? They're so reliant on a blink call. They need a hero that plays the map really quickly and is very mobile and ganks. I don't know, this Zeus is like Queen of Pain kind of hero, right? Or Void Spirit, or... I don't mind the Zeus ban, though, just because RNG, they don't have great gap close. So the Zeus would have been really difficult for them to deal with in fights.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they would be relying on the Clinks, right?
Yeah.
God forbid he gets caught out.
When EHOME played RNG in the group stage, didn't they pick some weird heroes then as well? I'm pretty sure there were some different ones to normal.
When they played RNG, it was Rubik, Bloodseeker, Elder Titan, Troll, Void Spirit against Chen Sven, Lena, Tusk, Darkseer, which was a little bit of an odd one. And then it was Lena, Lifestealer, Earth Spirit, Night Stalker, OG against Mars, Rubik, Omni, PA, Void Spirit.
Okay. So not anything massively weird. But the Darkseer was the big one. It's just nice to see teams do things differently still. Like we said, we haven't seen a Sven yet today, have we? This is great.
We're not going to see Sven anymore. I already said it. Teams have figured it out. Ban this hero.
Second phase.
And everybody, second phase. Everybody hates this hero. Teams are like, we're just going to show good Dota. We just want to have fun. The chat enjoys it. The chat deserves it. There's the Leshrac, and that's the pace that you were asking for. You were asking for somebody to push the pace. We've seen Leshracs take towers 7-10 minutes where it's like, 7 minutes, the mid tower is gone. 10 minutes, the top tower is gone. He puts this pressure on, and I think this works for EHOME. Question is, what are RNG going to go for over mid?
Yeah, the only thing I will say is this Lesh doesn't have any defensive capability with it in the team. It's like normally we see it with like an Omni or something, or like an Oracle that's able to back it up and stop it from, and like enable it to just dive into fights. It doesn't have it this game. And we've seen Lesh act as a core combo once already this tournament. I think it was Magma, and it looks really underwhelming. I really hope EHOME play it a bit better than they did, and they're able to like hit this timing at like the 10-minute mark where these two heroes play together. They're very strong. They play in a ball, and they just run down lanes almost. Like they look for kills, they hunt.
Mid. What am I going to guess here? I don't think it's going to be Storm. I think there's way too much to make this Storm's life a living hell. Not Ember either. OD? Maybe?
Maybe, but it's pretty good against Axe as well because you can save, but I don't know how much I like that. Okay.
Let's go.
You do this thing, same as last time. OD's become your new hero that you just say last. And maybe they'll pick it mid.
I mean, they still have to pick it. There's still so many choices mid. I was actually thinking they might go Void Spirit.
Yeah, no, well, it's difficult to play Void Spirit. I thought the same, but then I realized Nyx makes it really hard.
I think that's what really cut down the hero pool for me, where I was just like, I think OD kind of makes sense, but he could still end up being, capped by the Nyx.
Yeah. But I think the OD has... If the OD isn't the one that gets gone on in the fight, they have save potential now, which is really good against the Axe. So I think, this is okay. I don't mind it too much. I think that ET is going to be a very important hero this game, if he gets good stomps off and things as well. But this Nyx looks crazy. Like, they have the Mana Burn against OD, they have the Carapace against, like, the Elder Titan. It's really hard to play Elder Titan against Nyx because when you want to throw the Spirit through the fight to get stomp off, if you hit the Carapace with the Spirit, then you'll get stunned on your main hero. It's like Darkseer with Iron Shell in that kind of sense, right? It doesn't matter who you've Iron Shelled. If you get Carapace, then you'll get stunned on your hero. So that Super has to be really careful in these fights about how he approaches them.
I will say this, though. This is Setsu's signature hero. So I've been waiting for this. I think I've asked for this for RNG in a bunch of matchups, and we just haven't seen it. So now that we finally have the opportunity to see Setsu with the OD, I'm interested to see how he goes about playing it. Because this is when Setsu was probably one of the best mids in the region at the time, he was destroying with OD. Like, straight up destroying. And it was really impressive. And I believe that he was playing it when he was with CDC, and that's when he was destroying with it.
I think if RNG have a good start to the game with the heroes they have, they should be happy. I think EHOME have to be trying to play from ahead if they can. Like, hit this 20-minute timing with Axe, Lesh, and Jug grouping up and trying to take towers and things, because like they have healing wall for sustain and little bits. I feel like RNG's draft is like quite single target focused. They have like Clink stealing damage, like obviously Line with Finger, like Rupture. So if they can hit this early timing before RNG come online with BKBs, I think they'll feel really good on EHOME. It's just about whether they can hit the ground running basically.
X-Nova on this Nyx Assassin. I'm excited for this Nyx.
Yeah, it should be good. It's not been great so far this tournament. I think it's 0-2, right? But you can see how they think it's going to work. A nice D ward by X-Nova, though. We've said before, this Sentry can be really difficult to find.
Yeah. but X Nova, the master of warders.
Yeah. He blocks the camp, so they can't pull now on RNG.
What's he going for first? Will it be the spike? Yes, it will.
Yeah,
and with the Blade Fury, they can just do so much damage on an SRF. I don't know, spike.
For some reason, Bloodseeker has 6 armor though, so as soon as the spin ends, they stop doing damage. Ridiculous. Yeah. I still think this hero needs a big nerf. Bloodseeker.
But then the thing is, once they get to level 2 and he has that impale, you'll have the, you know, if he lays down the blood right, you just spike Carapace, Blade Fury, then you've got the impale to follow it up. He's probably going to end up dying.
Yeah, they need to, you see they're doing it really well. They need to pressure as early as, as much as they can on RNG. X7's managed to get pull off on the small camp though. That's huge. Felix going to unblock the big pull again on the Lion. Ooh, this Lesh is destroying mid.
Mid, yeah.
Doing really well.
It's always rough when I hype someone up and they don't do well. I think Freeze saved me doing that, great performance in the first game.
Yeah. Well, he's not destroying mid, to be fair. He is doing well, though. I think I use the term destroy far too often. Bot lane as well, they're chasing the Clinks. They've got call, actually. Oh!
Oh! Battle Hunger? Not going to be enough damage. He'll pop the Salve. He's actually given it by super.
He didn't take spin at level 2 because they thought they could have kill potential on the Clinks there. So now they have cool Battle Hunger at level 2 on the axe. Feels sad. Maybe he's going for the new 440 axe build.
The best build.
Oh, I shall see.
Losing that Wraith Bend and that stick. That really doesn't feel good. But I think now one of the bigger problems too is you've got SCCC without mana. X Nova. Yeah, let's see if he can get the Spike Carapace as well as the Impale onto the Bloodseeker when the Blood Right comes down, but they haven't exactly made that move since the beginning.
But it's really difficult until you get levels though on your heroes. Okay, and again you can see the Shug has no mana right now.
Impale and the Spike Carapace, but they were kind of stacked. So now he's able to try and TP out, but they just have the damage in time.
Sick timing by SCCC. He was holding his auto attack until exactly as spin ended. Oh, kill bot lane.
They also get themselves J. I was surprised.
Super might be in trouble here potentially. One spin, maybe? No. Okay. How have they killed the Clinks? Have they lifted into call or something there? Oh, well, never mind.
Potentially. I mean that, and then having now the counter helix, they could definitely get something going there. Maybe the early call isn't a bad pickup.
No, well, I mean Clinks is very glass cannon in the laning stage, so.
X Nova whiffing that Impale, I think allows the OD to live.
Yeah, but securing the regen route, dude, easy. That's what it was really all about. It's the long con, Becom.
Sure.
Why don't you believe?
I'll believe you.
CX mid as well, just looking to blow mana before he pops his regen.
Ooh. Astral. And a couple of right clicks coming in. Setsu's only got boots queued up right now. We'll end up seeing if he'll go to the Meteor Hammer.
I think so. We saw double null into Meteor Hammer last time, didn't we? But
yeah,
be interesting to see if it's the same again this time.
2-man impale from X Nova as the chase is on from SRF as well as Felix. They'll be able to drag this creep wave while SCCC will have to deal with it under his own tower. Let's see how he does here. Earth Spike, Mana Drain, Felix going level 2 into the Earth Spike, level 1 into the Mana Drain. It's always fun to do that as the Lion. Just drain the mana out.
I assume he'll go 4-4-1 because I think we talked about how the...
On the Elder Titan bottom. Should be able to get the kill onto Super as they've got the telekinesis and they'll finish him off. Chalice gets the kill. 3-0 for EHOME, but still a net worth lead for RNG.
Yeah, where did the catapult go in the dire bot lane? I guess it just died to the clinks or something. I didn't see. I thought they might try and pressure the tower harder in this bot lane with the axe, but with the catapult dying, it's really difficult. Lesh has made the rotation.
They might be able to do so with the Leshrac. TP in Super once again. They should spot XM, yeah. But can they get the kill onto the Clinks? He's in trouble. They've got the dust, they'll have the call, but the sweep is there. So Clink's able to output some damage onto Chalice, but the Pulse Nova will finish him. And then they go after Super. Felix makes the rotation, the Earth Spike lands. Chalice ends up dead to Super. He'll fall.
They see him with first,
Setsu and Felix are here. And they should take out XM. And they will.
Oh, drop the hammer. Do it. Power play. Oh. Okay.
Not even needed.
No, it's not, but, you know, gotta make sure he knows who's boss, that's all. Great rotation by the Lion and the OD, though. But the thing is, they knew that was coming because they saw the Lesh attacking the creeps just before. So they had time to set up and talk about whether they wanted to defend the Clinks when they got dove under tower. So they'll be really happy with that one on RNG. Good start to the game. Every time you kill this Lesh early on, we've seen what happens.
Mm.
It was not your fate.
Setsu getting chased now. Good 2-man Earth Spike. They have the Sanities if they want to drop it. This OD is going to...
It's just back again on
Midas, by the way. Now silenced. Astral Imprisonment. Sleep comes in and they'll look over. Chalice looking for a call. They'll land the Impale. They've got the Battle Hunger. Now the call comes out. Seems like Setsu's a little bit deterred from committing. And he's got 9 on the Sanity's Eclipse charge.
Yeah, they spent a long time running at the Lesh there. Oh god, hang on, Setsu.
Now he's got 12 and he'll drop the Sanities, but it just feels a little bit too late.
Yeah, they didn't really go on the same target, so unfortunately. Like, they dropped a lot on the Lesh at the start of the fight. Like the Impale and the Rupture and everything, but they couldn't really commit to the fight because this Axe was just sitting in front and being a real nuisance. I will say, though, at the same time, this Clinks is able to just get some farm going. And, like they're not doing awfully. They've lost their bot 2 on tower, yes, but EHOME had to commit a lot of time and a lot of heroes down here. So, it's not a big deal. But you're forcing the OD away and you're forcing him to fight early rather than letting him farm. And he's going Midas, so...
Yeah.
That might be a struggle. Force him to fight
early on. I feel about
on.
that Midas.
X never denies an observer. That was cute.
Just doesn't feel right. The Midas.
Well, we've talked about how like they're looking to try and scale this game, right? Like the later this game goes, I think that the more favoured it becomes for them. It's just about whether they'll be able to fight early on if they go for this kind of level of greed. They might be able to, but you know, it gets pretty difficult.
Yeah, for sure.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under
It's going to be a nice
attack.
faded brooch though for the OD.
Ranovatos picked up for the Bloodseeker.
Dire's top
Yeah, he's
tower
got hood
have
keyed up
at the moment.
Dire's
Xnova's down 2-1-2.
Who has, sorry?
A tithe to the
Xnova.
Yeah, I think he had 2-0-2, which I think is fine. but the mana burn has a lot of value this game. I think he's going to go like 2-1-4, I'd imagine, and then max the mana burn. After it's kind of similar to before, but 2 points in Impale rather than 1. He's level 6 now as well, so we might see some Vendetta action coming out towards the bottom side of the map.
Yeah.
If the Lesh and the Nyx start playing together, especially with Chalice when he gets this blink online. Like, the Nyx can gain information off the map in Vendetta while, yeah. Before the Axe to come over. And this Edict in bot lane is crazy. And I love that they're forcing these fights before the Clinks and OD are ready.
Yeah, but look at this. They kill off this Fade Rubik very quickly. And now they'll look to take out Chalice. They'll look for the TP, but they've got the Hex. And now with the Blood right down, they'll get yet another kill. There's the finger for the finish.
If they want to make this play, they have to make sure they have like wards on the high ground and things, so they can spot the rotations coming in, right? I don't know if they were smoked on RNG, but yeah, like you can see they're checking for wards as well because they assume they must have something around here. But they just try and take this tier 2 really early on without any like control of the area. But again, at the same time, like they're forcing rotations from RNG when what they really want to be doing is just farming away. Like, at least Lesh doesn't die there.
Yeah, and he's going into the Yules. He's got 2-0 talismans in a bottle.
Jug's going Battle Fury as well, so he'll have that relatively soon in 1,000 gold or so.
Yeah, and he's quite formed already.
He's doing well. Okay,
He's basically had an open game. Felix is caught. Good body blocks from X-Nova. Blood right down. Felix is dead. Radavetos onto this Leshrac. Or Splitter Fade. He's got the stolen Hex, so he might be able to go in on an SRF. Rupture gets used. And, ooh, clipped. Omni Slash Setsu in trouble. He's going to drop real quick.
Not only do they manage to lift him onto a cliff, Omni Slash him, but the Omni Slash puts him back on the ground again when he's done. He doesn't even end up on the cliff himself on a Triple C. What a fight. X-Nova's looking for more as well.
Radavetos once again. And X-Nova drops a sentry beforehand, but look at that damage coming in onto this Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, and that's
Have the sweep, they'll throw the Hex at the Clinks, and now the telekinesis drops him down onto the Clinks. Fade. He's going to be able to escape from this. Yeah, never in doubt.
It's fine. Never in doubt. A few hundred gold now for the Battle Fury on the Jug. Is Clinks going Deso first again? Yeah, okay. Soaring Deso. Seems to be the standard at the moment. Does Chalice have Blink? 1,000 gold away. They kind of really need this Axe Blink now to be able to make the play. And they need to catch the OD in fights as well. OD and Line, I think, are the big two. Because it's so much of their control and save and things. Because like, they don't have great stuns on RNG across the board. If the Lion goes in fights especially, like this Jug can kind of just go crazy. Same with the Lesh.
Radiant's bottom tower
This bot tier 2 is going to go down though. Like, real soon.
Are fortified.
TP to bottom for the Jug.
Or regen. Lesh is like, yes please.
Yeah, I'll take that, and then I'll take the bottom tier too. Thank you very much. Chalice spots that SRF is there. He still doesn't have this Blink Dagger. And X-Nova gets Super's Courier, but is this going to cost his life? Earth Spike, Blood Right, as well as the Hex. Now they spot X-Nova as well as Fade down here. Not terrible defense from RNG.
Yeah, they have good wave clear. It's not easy for Dire to push, but I don't know. They're just forcing them to come and defend in numbers. 50 gold until the Axe Blink. Look to potentially buy a smoke, I think. I think X-Nova probably has one coming on the Courier. No, he doesn't. Never mind.
Is that what we were talking about the first game on Vici? today. It was like every time there was an item that they got, they smoked and fought. Like blink, fight, blink, fight. You know, Battle Fury fight.
Well, you don't do Battle Fury fight. You do blink fight, but
I was just naming items.
it's Battle Fury farm, BCOP.
Right.
Oh, you see they're walking up on RNG to try and gank the jug. You just spin TPs away. See you later.
So now they smoke, but they're on the opposite side of the map, and I feel like they should assume that since the jug got out thinking that, right?
Yeah, and guess what tower they want to take as well?
Dire are scanning.
In a
The
shocking
tier
turn of
2,
events.
but are they going to cut through mid and go for this fight, or are they going to take the tier 2?
Well, they want to get a pick off really if they can, and then kind of like take a fight with it.
Because I would say I don't
Dire's
think they
middle
need
tower is
to
under attack.
have anything more than jug pushing the bottom tier 2.
Yeah, but like what are RNG doing in this time? They're just holding each other's hands.
Dire's middle tower.
And now they're going to get a tier 2 for free on EHOME because RNG aren't set up and ready. And then they can take the outpost before the 20-minute mark, control the area, and then they'll start to head, like after the 20-minute mark or just before, they'll start to head over towards the Roche pit, I imagine.
Radiant's bottom tower has
And what you want to
fallen.
do here is just force TPs back if you're EHOME. Like you want to, yeah, you see SWC just keep shoving this lane in.
They're going to look for this Clinks. They've got
got the left.
telekinesis from such a distance. He's got that Aether Lens, and now the dust.
Is under attack.
So Fade, you could stay with him because he's got that skeleton walk.
Dust is about
Just
to,
about
well,
half the duration, and nobody really close enough to follow up, though.
XM's just charging in. Oh god, super.
Super? Yeah, he kind of sacrifices himself. Not sure if that's what he really wanted to do.
Look at Fade next. Fade's going in though. Forgets that he has a Nyx on his team.
Yeah, and dead. Jay getting that kill.
If you've got a Nyx on your team, they're probably going to have detection down. That's just the way it goes, you know. He's trying to be his own sneaky little bug, but it doesn't work like that. This jug is so farmed though.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, just
is
hits the
under attack.
10,000 mark. And getting really close to the Manta.
They do
Vampire
need to play
fans
around
for
this Roche
Chalice.
area though, because they do have good single target damage on RNG, so if they're able to pick somebody off, they can go into Roche themselves, like with the Clips Desto and stuff. But I think EHOME needs to be wanting to try and take it for themselves. SWC just shoving bot lane it again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
Felix is the one who goes back. X-Nova doesn't have Vendetta for another 23 seconds. He's actually only level 7.
That sentry misses the opposite they have down on the Radiant though, on that on that staircase. So. Ooh.
Yules,
Super.
Split Earth. That lands on a super and easy kill for XM, who almost has this
Cool mid.
BKB. Blink call onto the Bloodseeker. Split Earth misses. I think that was desperately needed to get that kill.
Yeah, they have the healing ward down as well for Chalice, so he'll be fine.
But Stolen Rupture.
Ooh. Could be really good on the
Radiant
Clinks, for
are
example.
scanning.
Dire have this deep reserve ward bot as well. Dude, he can rupture and then lift and do damage with the rupture. Nice.
Is he gonna save it for Clinks?
Omni?
Omni?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, Super's died like 3 times in a row. Just from 100 to 0.
I guess eating the Omni, though, is fine.
Radiant's bottom tower
Well,
is under
yeah, but
attack.
I think EHOME will be happy to just get a pick off, right? Yeah, now look
There's
mid.
the Rupture onto the Bloodseeker. They've got the stun. Now the call, and they're going to try and pull him, but the Astral Imprisonment to make sure he doesn't move. However, the Stolen Bloodright silences up both the Clinks and the OD for such a long time. They have the Culling Blade, they'll kill off SRF.
Yeah, that Bloodright stolen on Rubik is insanely good here. I think that's probably the best thing he can get this game, apart from maybe Finger or Astral.
Radiant's middle tower is under
The
attack.
silence lasts, yeah, a crazy amount of time. X-Nova.
Call. And they also have the silence. But there's the finger on X-Nova.
La da 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 da. Oh, he's
And
gonna get it.
that might be stolen.
Oh, nice. Where's the axe rush fade?
A tithe to the impurities.
Instead of the on Lion, it's on the Rubik
Radiant's
now.
bottom tower
Only if he
Get
kills
that
the
finger
lion
off.
with it, though. You have to kill the lion with his own spell. To be honest, RNG, like, obviously, I think they expect to be behind at this point in the game. You know, if they are, it's not a big deal for them. Like we've said, if the game goes further and further on, like this Clink's OD, I think become the biggest two cores. Obviously, Jug's always going to be a bit of a weird one, but this OD's going to scale with Midas. Like Clink's always does a good amount of damage. We've seen that before this tournament. They see Chalice. I think it's time.
They have the damage. They should be able to get this kill. From behind, though, two-man impale. Here comes Fade. And the finger onto the OD. It won't get the kill.
He's so
Rupture
tanky.
used on XM. They have the dust. So X-Nova on the run. He ends up dead. Earth Splitter coming through. That's going to hit XM. The damage coming in. And 3 heroes gone on EHOME. Well, the Earth Splitter does a decent chunk of damage on RNG, but they're going to lose this Rubik.
Yeah, as soon as the axe gets taken out the fight, they lose a lot of their control. I mean, Fade's playing really well on the Rubik. He's getting all these great spells, but like now he said, they win one fight on either team, they just move into the Roche pit. This Klink's Deso, Roche dies really quickly. And can Chalice get over here in time? He has TP, but yeah, doesn't want to go.
Now Aegis in the hands of RNG. The game's even.
Sean has fallen to the
No, I don't think the game's even. I think that game's definitely in RNG's favour now.
Okay.
I think EHOME getting that first Aegis on the Lesh is like almost part of their game plan. But they've not really played around this top area of the map much at all. They've like controlled this bot side around their vision and things, which is fine. But I don't know, like just Omni slashing super like you saw before and things like you said. It's nice, but you're not getting a huge amount done with it. I love that this Elder Titan's gone Veil as well. It works so well with his team. It doesn't have to work with him. Like, they have the finger damage on Lion. Like, the OD's damage as well, especially from the Sanities gets amped. It was really good.
Let's see. How can EHOME make it feel better for them in this game? It definitely seems like the game is slipping out of their favor by quite a bit.
I think they need to smoke and try and make use of this this Nyx Assassin more. Fade's so dead.
Hex, Rod of Atos. There's the Earth Spike. Will he throw the finger?
Yeah,
No.
I don't know if you saw that. He stole Strafe, so he was dodging a lot of the Klink's projectiles. It was cool. Oh. Right,
Back
SRF.
over. Omni Slash. SRF. Felix now taking a little bit of damage. I was looking tough for a second because XM Yules themselves. They did a lot of damage on this Triple C. They get the call onto the Clinks.
This
They
Klink's
just don't have
so
any
strong.
follow-up for this. Our Spike missing. X-Nova. One more shot. There's another kill for Jay. This Clinks is starting to go off.
He's incredibly strong right now. And they are missing this damage output on Dire's side. Like, you're seeing the Jugs going Axe. So he has Battle Fury Mantle, he's going for the Axe. So they are going to have like a little bit more damage output that isn't reliant on Omni. And if XM's there, the fight's completely different because he has his 10-second BKB and things, but like he's just playing on this top half of the map at the same time. Klinks gets a DD. Oh dear, Fade. Jesus, that damage.
BKB for Axe being built. Going Ags next on XM. Seems like even this farm for SCCC just isn't enough.
Oh, good
Blink
BKB.
call. BKB's been popped by the Clinks. Goes after the Axe. Earth Spike just on the edge. They get the kill on a Chalice.
Insanely good BKB by Jay there, though. And now they're going to...
Yeah.
Look how much damage he does with the DD. Jeez.
Can they even get this kill without the Axe? A lot of Atos and...
This is an Aegis,
oh,
though.
Clinks. He's dead to the Slash Strike. Or the Swift Slash, sorry. Is it going to be enough? They go over on a Clinks. They've got the damage now, and they finish him off. Feed. Helping to lock him down, helping to get that kill, and then they take out SRF with the Swift Slash.
Really well played by XM. Great stun from him. He stuns up the OD just as he tries to come in and Astral save the Clinks. So that not only is the Clinks dead, the OD's then out of position, which forces the the Bloodseeker out of position as well. Really great turn of events there for EHOME. And this Jug, you see how much more damage he does with the Axe now. Like every 15 seconds, this Swift Slash. Jesus, that's a mouthful. Coming through. OD does have BKB now though, 10 seconds.
Was OD going for next? Blink Dagger? Okay.
Yeah, Blink, okay, Blink Hex seems to be the standard. Like, he understands he has to go BKB before Blink this game, though. Like, last game on the OD, you could get away with going Blink after the Meteor Hammer. But buying the BKB against, like, Nyx, Lesh and things is really important. Especially Nyx with the Mana Burn. I'm surprised he maxed Impale second. I think the Mana Burn holds a lot of value here, but... And there's the Hex mid.
And they've just got so much damage to follow it up. Now the Rupture on a Chalice, that's going to stop him from getting into this, but he pops the Blade Mail, does some damage onto the Bloodseeker. Astral Imprisonment, Blood Right coming down, XM hit with the Earth Spike. They've got the damage, but can they find the vision to kill him? Force Staff forward, right click's coming in, Setsu. Let's pop that BKB. He does have the Sanities ready to go as they kill off Chalice again.
Yeah, they found another one, they found the Jug.
And the Rubik.
Yeah, good kiting around there. I mean, every time they find the Nyx first, I think that's the best thing they can find. Like the Nyx and the Rubik are the two huge ones. Like obviously Axe as well, maybe, but he's a much more difficult kill. I think Nyx, if you can hex him up in a fight, looks make him look silly.
Nova in the Vendetta, but I'm not sure he's gonna spawn anybody. I don't want to be able to do anything with that vision, you know?
Mm-hmm. Are they looking to smoke up here? Because if they do, X-Nova's breaking it straight away.
Mm-hmm. Do they have Dust ready to go if he ends up breaking that?
He doesn't want to walk up the high ground. He doesn't see them. He drops the ward and he's like, oh guys, they're all missing. They might be smoking here. So they all run down on EHOME, but they're just slightly too late. It's unfortunate.
Take the outpost.
It's
telekinesis, and can they get this kill here? He's popping the BKB, so does the OD. Sanities to destroy SCCC. X-Nova drops, so does XM. That's a big win for RNG on that fight.
No, this line's doing huge amounts of work with the amount of control he has. Like these hexes and stuns and things are doing God's work.
He's been absolutely on it.
And I don't know, this Leshrak's starting to fall off now because the BKBs on the Radiant side are like making his life really hard. They have so much damage on the Radiant side that if they ever find one target, they can kill them insanely quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Chalice is in trouble.
Find the sweep. They've got the right clicks.
Ooh.
And they've got the damage.
Even with the core extra armor, he still dies anyway to the Clinks. Who almost has MKB. Yeah, like this Juggernaut thing's, I don't know, his game was going okay out before that one fight, but they have ways of dealing with the Juggernaut. Like even if he spins or something, right, the Clinks can just click him anyway. if the Omni slashes somebody, they have a save mid lane.
God, XM, you might be dead again. They've got the silence, heals into the air.
They're chill.
BKB popped by Setsu. It's now a 7-second BKB.
Yeah, and like we said, these BKBs are really important against Lesh, so if you not throw them away, but if you don't get a huge amount done with them, then it's going to feel rough.
Titan Sliver. That'll feel nice.
It's a good clink sight him. Does he want that or quiver? Looks like he's keeping the quiver. They should give the Titan Sliver to the Bloodseeker instead. When does your offlaner ever get Titan Sliver? This is great.
Never?
He's like, hell yeah. I've just realised why the Axe died in bot lane before when he had the call on. It's because he got hit by the enchanted quiver. I was wondering how it did so much damage. And the call gives you, what, like a bonus 30 armor?
Bonus magic damage. Quinks has the MKB. Jug working on his own. He's like 700 gold away from it.
Yeah, and he'll buy out for the MKB when he gets the whole thing. Oh, this line's level 18. Oh yeah. Jug's trying to split push with Manta. Hex mana drain. See you later, fool. No gold.
Hoping for the multi-target on the mana drain. That'll be nice.
It's just really difficult for EHOME to find the initiations they want, because like Lion has to be a key target. This Elder Titan though in the backline with Stomp and things is really like difficult to find. If you don't kill the OD though, he's going to save somebody. We kind of need to go on the Clinks because he's doing all the damage.
So it's like you need to go on everybody and kill them all at the same time, but that feels impossible.
They need to go on the OD +1 really, like OD Lion or OD Elder Titan.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the MKB on the Jug.
Both teams pretty complacent right now.
I like that he did the
Surprised.
Blade Fury talents on Jug. It's cool.
He's almost level 25.
Well, I think our definitions are almost different. He's 23 and a half. He's getting there. Because the last couple of levels, the XP needed to get to 25, it takes quite a while.
Yeah.
If you're just farming neutrals, it takes ages. You kind of need to win a fight, really, to get that like level of XP.
Experience those very high of a lead there for RNG. And you can see, like, just the OD being level 22. And Leshrac just at 18.
You see the Rubik around mid at the moment, trying to wait for somebody to show mid so he can lift them up and have kill potential, but they're just pushing the lane out with Blood right instead.
Yeah, he hasn't stolen anything new in a while either.
They've kind of just been holding this high ground though on EHOME during this whole duration.
What level is Rubik? Just 17. So yeah, the experience lead is very much felt. You know, you could see the splits in levels. Very significant.
Oh, cool.
Blink call. Onto the OD, Air Spike coming in, and do they have the damage to get the kill onto the OD? Yes, they do. The ticket sets who they end up losing feed. Blade Fury used, SCCC on the run. They take out Chalice, SRF with a Rod of Atos, and now the Hex on an XM. They don't have Rupture, but there's the Finger, and Omni Slash bounces around. SRF ends up dead, but Jay gets the kill on the XM. Triple C on the run. Blade Fury trying to get out. Look at that damage come in real quick. They find the Hex onto the Rubik. They should get a fourth here, and they will.
That is a buyback though on the OD, and Roche is up, so he's probably going to have to be the one that takes the Aegis here rather than the Clinks.
Yeah, that was a buyback on the Rubik too.
A good initiation though by Dire's side. Like they have to find the OD, like we said, like OD +1, so the save doesn't come out on the call. So they catch the OD, which is great, but Unfortunately, when he buys back, they just have so much damage still.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Did they?
Gave the Aegis to the Clinks.
Did they pick up cheese? Yeah, they did. I thought they had denied the cheese, but I think it was just Elder Titan attacking the courier. Xnova tried to get into the pit and steal the cheese, but he picked it up in time.
We rely not upon fortune.
This Clinks really needs a Hex. He has bad mana problems. Like, at this point in the game, when he's got, like, constant strafes, constant searing arrows from attacking people all the time. I hear he needs mana. If only he had a level 10 talent that he could take. That was actually viable, because the other one wasn't so ridiculous.
He's going Hex. So I'll have 25 intelligence to make up for some of that.
Yeah. Very much needed.
Okay.
Oh, now we can click on Rubik. Nice. It's going to get that damage. It's not about the HP. It's all about the damage.
Yeah, when you don't take the 50 base damage.
And build a
Knowing
crit
that you'd get
first
death
time.
back.
SMH. Or because the thing is, he could also steal Astral Spirit, and then he'd get damage from that as well. And then he just runs around one-hitting people with a Daedalus.
So yeah, he should have been building right-click the entire time.
Exactly.
Is what you're saying.
Exactly. I'm
Although
glad you
this
realised.
Rubik now has 2,500 damage.
Dire's top
I mean,
tower
health.
has fallen.
Spell
So let's
Prism.
talk about damage. Spell Prism, I think they keep that on the jug. So now Swift Slash is every 12 seconds.
Like, if it was Timeless Relic, they'd give it to the Lesh, but this cooldown reduction on Swift Slash was really good.
What have they gotten? Just that in their tier 4s? Yeah. They would love a Timeless Relic.
That's a great
Ooh.
item, an axe, though.
Illusion Escape?
Yeah, because you can just shove that, because it can spin, the illusion.
Yeah.
So you just send it to shove lanes out constantly all the time. Like you see now.
Leveler?
Yeah,
And
he'll
now the Spell Prism. Oh, you should have just passed it to the Rubik. That's rude.
Nah, he's giving it to the Lesh. Yeah, he's got it in his backpack and base on the Lesh.
Ooh. Max Nova? He's going to try and catch Zetsu out of position here. And now the Omni Slash comes through. That's on SRF. Will solo the Bloodseeker, doing a lot of damage under the Elder Time. But look at the right clicks coming in from this Clinks. But he gets the kill. He takes out the Aegis, the Blade Fury. Now Zetsu and Super are gone. They are melting. BKB's been popped by Clinks. They've got the call. They have the taunt. Can they get the kill? The Swift Slash is in. The damage is there. And they take out Jay. Triple kill for SCCC.
This leveler with the Swift Slash and the MKB just absolutely melted those two cores. And they gave the Aegis to the Clinks rather than the OD. So the OD who died at the start of the fight and didn't have buyback now is definitely...
They don't have
dead for a long
buyback
time.
on either of them.
But they don't know
Either
the Clinks doesn't
or
have
the
buyback.
OD. Yeah,
I don't
you keep poking and prodding until you think he, if he doesn't
Yeah,
buy
of
back, he doesn't
course.
buy back.
Of course, but like, what I'm saying is, like, they don't technically know, right, still. They should know now that he's not buying
Yeah.
back.
Well, I think maybe
Radiant's bottom
some teams
tower
are
is under
willing to concede one set or axe, but yeah, go. And then if he doesn't go for if he doesn't
at
buy
the
back here, do
mesh.
you just go tier 4s?
No, you definitely... Oh, yeah, they've got tier 1 and 2 top, so...
Radiant structures.
I think they're probably just going to back off after this set of racks.
We got a lot of time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And this leveler just kills the building so quickly. Oh, they caught the
Telekinesis,
Bloodseeker.
SRF.
Jesus.
Look at that damage.
Radiant's middle
Earth Splitter. Wow. Okay, almost
Why
kill a
they-
Chalice, but Felix is gonna die here. Swift Slash is out.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Why are they standing next to... Like, you can't defend these racks, right? And now there's no Bloodseeker in the game for 55 seconds. They actually have a chance of ending.
I'm gonna buy back on the Lion. Go for the tier
Like, they're
4.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I've got one.
Like, when-
Tower has fallen.
When you're defending your racks like this, you can't stand just behind them. Like, you have to sit next to your tier
Sleep
4s.
on the Jug as well as the Hex, but they've got the Telekinesis! Oh no! Down goes Jay! Take him out! taking names, taking numbers, and down goes RNG in the process. EHOME, a slight game one.
Yeah. That that base defense was crazy. I don't... It feels like they're not respecting the catch that EHOME have, though, right? With, like, Blink Rubik and, like, Blink Axe. They kind of just all die one by one there at the end.
Well,
that
look
was
at
so
that
weird.
graph. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Like, the game was in Radiant's favor, I think. And then all of a sudden, this Jug just comes into the backline in that final fight in the bot jungle and just tears two heroes apart straight away.